You and Mum going out tonight?
Couldn't say. I haven't any plans that I know of.
Why?
I was just wondering if you'd babysit for Beth while I...
While you go traipsing off with him from across the road? No.
You want to iron my shirt?
David, you've got at least 3 shirts waiting for you in your wardrobe.
Yeah, but I want to wear this one I told you last night. Will you do it for me?
I've got a lot to do. I've got to get Bethany ready for school as well as everything else.
Sarah can do that. Why are you doing my shirt?
Give it here. And don't forget your packed lunch today. It's waiting for you.
Where's my cake bar? Oh, you forgot it, didn't you? Do you know, it's like living in third world in this house.
Maybe you should get the kids to do a bit more. Take some of the load off you.
No. They've had a tough time. I feel bad enough about that without taking the childhood away from them. Anyway, I can manage. Especially with you around. You make all the difference.
Good.
Hi.
Is tea ready? I'm starving.
No, I've only just got in myself.
Never is ready.
OK, I'll do it now.
Oh, I can't wait. Just give it some money and I'll go to Chippy.
OK. OK.
No worries.
What are you doing?
What do you think you're doing? Playing that horrible video game with Beth sat right there.
Well, she doesn't know what's going on, does she?
She knows a scream when she hears one, and she can see people being knocked about all over the place. Would you give her nightmares?
I didn't want to dump on me in the first place.
Your mum's just saying the game's not appropriate.
Where are you going?
Out of here. You can look after her, seeing as though I'm doing such a rubbish job of it.
Listen, David, let's...
David!
Jason must have worn her down.
Do you really think he could be any worse than Sarah?
I don't know. I was just thinking aloud.
Do you ever do anything else? I'm trying to watch this.
And I'm trying to save your sister from yet another disaster.
Why? You get her into most of them.
I'm sorry.
It's true. She's only with Jason Grimshaw because you forced Scooter out.
I did not. She dumped him.
Only because she won't stop moaning. You were desperate to get him out of the house. Now I know why.
That's not fair.
Wish you were sitting here now, don't you? Scooter were a dork, but he were harmless. You see, Sarah, she'll move in with Jason Grimshaw, just like she'd done with Todd. And Grimshaw will ruin Sarah's life, just like his brother did.
That's enough. You look worn out, love. I'll run you a bath, and you're going to forget all about Sarah, Eileen and the rest for an hour. That's an order.
Okay. Oh.
Wouldn't have hurt to help clean up. Your mum will hear that in a bath. Don't you think she deserves some quiet time?
What are you doing?
Giving your mum a break. Something you might think about.
Are you going to plug that back in, or am I?
In a minute. I know you've had it tough, David. Not just Hillman, but your dad going away as well. It must have hurt. But taking it out on your mother isn't the way. She's the one person you've been able to rely on. Using her as an emotional punchbag. David, you're 15 years old. Stop behaving like a child.
Well, then stop behaving like you're me dad. You're not. You never will be. I'd never want you to be. I don't even know what you're doing here.
I'm trying to help.
Don't bother. You're nothing to this family.
I care about your mother. I'm something to her.
For now, mate. For now.
Whoever invented Mondays wants shooting.
Aye, the same goes for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday.
Oh, no, not Fridays. Something very satisfying about getting to the end of the week and knowing the weekend's around the corner. Oh, David, look at the state of your hair. You've not been in the shower, have you?
No, didn't have time, did I? Someone were in the bathroom.
Well, if you'd have got up when the alarm went off instead of turning over, you'd have had time.
Hey, that's mine.
So,
Oh, Mum, tell him.
David, honestly, have some cereal.
I don't want one.
Got your favourite yesterday.
I don't like that one anymore. It's made in Scotland.
Didn't have training days when you...
You're very welcome. I like having you around.
Good. I like being around. Gail, ever told you about my mother?
No. Where does she live?
Actually, she died a couple of years ago. Cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry. My best friend died of cancer. Cucumber?
Please. I was thinking about her this morning. Think about how I used to be with her as a lad.
This wouldn't have anything to do with David, would it? I know you think he walks all over me.
And you don't.
No, I don't. So how were you with your mother?
I cheat her from time to time.
See? All lads are the same.
Maybe. But all mothers aren't. Like I say, I used to push my luck. And she'd take a belt to me.
Well, that must have been hard on you.
Taught me respect.
I should think it taught you to fear your mother.
I'm not criticising your parenting skills. I was thinking about her this morning and I thought, well, I admire you.
How do you mean?
You always seem in control.
Well, there's times in the past when I've lost it big time. At one point, Sarah moved out and wouldn't speak to me for months. And Nick, well, he moved to the other side of the world to get away from me.
What I'm saying is, I've never had kids. Maybe it's something to do with my mother, I don't know. I just don't like seeing you treated disrespectfully.
You are right. I do make allowances for David. Maybe it's because he's my baby. He'll always be my baby.
My mother terrified me. I think she terrified my father.
Well, you can't see me terrified.
I'm not criticising your parenting skills. What I'm saying is,
Right. I do make allowances for David. Maybe it's because he's my baby.
she's not.
My fiancé deserves...
What can I eat?
Could at least say hello.
What's this?
It's for tea.
Well, can't we have fish and chips or something? I'm starving.
I'll go to the chippy later. He's a growing lad.
Of course he is. Good day at school, David?
David, Phil asked you a question.
Well, we're rubbish like usual.
And don't be rude. Phil asked you a question, you answer him. What about your bag?
Full.
You fish and chips?
Oh, wanted peas as well.
I'm watching that.
It's time for my programme.
Turn it back.
No way.
David, turn it back.
Hey!
You're not going to treat me like you treat your mother.
You can't touch your
You
talent.
treat me with respect or so help me.
Oh, what? What are you going to do about it? Tell me, Mum? Big deal. You don't like it, you can clear it off. This is my house, not yours. You can't tell me what to do.
I think it's time you learnt a lesson, Sonny.
And there's more from the street.
Let me go! I've had just about as much as I can take of you. You're not going to treat me like dirt like you do your mother.
Get off me.
Why? You can give it out. Can't you take it?
Oh, tell me, Dad.
Your dad? Where's he, eh? Disappeared with a woman he only knew for 5 minutes. I bet he couldn't wait to get away from you, you wee thug.
You touch me and I'm going to the police.
You need some sense knocking into you. You pushed me too far.
Big mistake, Nessie. Wait till my mum comes back. You're finished. Finished.
No telly on. Thought I'd come to the wrong house. What have you done now, David?
What have I done? Me? It's him that's done it.
What?
He attacked me. He grabbed me and he shoved me into the wall. That wall. And then he shouted at me and he threatened me.
Phil?
I lost my temper.
He were gonna whip me. He ran me into the wall, Mum. It were like he were mad.
I lost my temper and I shouted at him. I never laid a finger on him, though.
What?
He said this was his house, I had no rights. He mouthed off about you, about us. I shouted at him, told him he had to learn some respect.
Mum, he grabbed me and he threw me into the wall.
I didn't.
You're a liar.
David!
Mum, I'm not lying. He hurt
Just
me.
sit down.
I'm sorry, Gail. I wasn't prepared to sit back and let him badmouth you or me. It's obvious he doesn't like it when somebody stands up to him. It's obvious he's willing to tell any lie because he wants us to finish.
I don't believe this.
I warned you he was out of control.
I hate my parents.
He is.
David, there's no need to be so angry.
Oh, don't you talk to me. You're not my father. You're nothing.
David, that's enough. I think it'd be better if you left, Phil.
Yeah, clear off.
Just go to the pub, eh? I'll come over later.
Okay.
Phil? Did you hit David?
No.
You've not liked Phil since he walked through that door, have you? Why? Had he attacked you then?
No. But I knew what he was after.
What?
He's only interested in you. He doesn't care less about the rest of us, and this proves it. I was just sat here, Mum, and he jumped on me.
You wouldn't like any man I had in my life, would you? Any man who wasn't your dad. Well, it was your dad who ended our marriage, David. See why I should suffer for something I didn't do.
You're just gonna believe him, aren't you?
I'm not just your mother, you know. I do have a life of my own. Is it too much to ask you to accept Phil for my sake? To show him a bit of respect?
Respect?
If you brought a friend into this house, you'd expect me to be polite.
You're not listening to what I'm saying, though.
Oh, I'm listening to every word you say, David. And frankly, I'm disgusted by the way you turn everything around. You're always the innocent victim, aren't you? Well, you're 15 now. It's time you grew up. Phil is my boyfriend, whether you like it or not. And I am not prepared to let you drive him away.
Why? Because you're so desperate to hang on to him, you don't care about me. I just get in the way.
That's enough!
Just... You're so desperate you'll go with anyone, no matter what they do to us, because all you cared about is you, never me. All you cared about is hanging on to a man because you can't face being left old and alone.
David, I'm sorry.
You're just like him.
No!
Get off!
No, David!
I wasn't sure you'd be coming.
Sorry. Needed a bit of time.
Look, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't listen to you. You were right. David's been calling all the shots and I've been running around trying to please him. It's since Richard. I've been overcompensating and he's taken advantage. I'm sorry you got caught up in it.
Are you all right?
No, not really. It's not nice, is it, realising you're being stupid?
Did he say anything else about me?
No more than he's already said. I'm not in the mood to sit here. Why don't we go back to mine?
What about David?
Oh, never mind about David.
Well, why don't we get a bottle of wine on the way?
That sounds like a very good idea.
All right, I think I've got some left out of that tanny you give me.
Okay.
Morning.
Morning.
Sit down. Help yourself.
Bethany, sweetheart, your breakfast's on the table. Come up and get it.
Don't do that on my account. You look really cosy there on the sofa.
No, it's rude. You should come and sit with the rest of us. Come on, Beth. Mike's got engagement.
Come in.
Mum's not here.
But you are. Maybe we can sort out our misunderstanding. We should try and get along. For Gail's sake. I really like your mother. I want to make her happy. You baited me. You know that. Now you're doing it again. I'm not going to rise to it.
Careful. I can see that nice guy image slipping again.
You can stir it up all you like, David. I'm not going anywhere.
Neither am I.
Got this one that I can.
Cup of tea, anybody?
Please.
Jason?
37, no tar. 38.
There was, no clean bowls left.
Okay. What time did you get in?
No, like about 3.
Good night?
Yeah, music was all right. It was good.
We had a good night too, didn't we, sweetheart? We did a jigsaw, didn't we?
Yeah.
Get on.
Hi.
Wasn't too early, is it?
Morning, Phil.
Hello.
I'm gonna go to my room.
Come on, Beth, let's get you dressed.
Kettle's on.
50. Hiya, Phil. Let's go outside. See you in a bit.
Sunday mornings, eh?
He's chucking me stuff in
We were lucky to get a table.
What shall we have to drink? Wine?
I'd rather have a beer if that's all right.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm sure we can finish a bottle between us. David, will you have a glass of wine?
I'm not thirsty.
Well, I hope you're hungry.
No.
David, it was very nice of Phil to bring us out.
I never asked to come out. I said I wanted to stay at home.
It's supposed to be a family meal.
Then what's he doing here? And him?
Well, shut up, David. Nobody's taking any notice of you. Thank you, Phil.
Yeah, thanks, Phil.
You're welcome.
Well, at least if David's not eating and drinking, you'll save some money.
You like that, won't you, Nessie? That'll be a penny saved for your piggy bank.
Excuse me, can we order some drinks, please?
You can have a piece of mine.
I don't want anything.
Just leave him.
He's got to eat something.
If he's hungry, he'll eat. How's yours, Sarah?
It's lovely, thank you.
I hate it when they put onions all over me pizza.
You're spoiling it for everybody, you know.
Ah, he isn't spoiling it for us. Is he, Jace? Jason?
No, you're not spoiling it, mate.
Awesome.
Well, this is really nice. What is it?
I've no idea. You know what I've always fancied?
Of course I'll be glad to see the back of Chase, but I just actually feel sorry for the lad, the way she's been carrying on. Is it right?
Massive pain in the butt.
Didn't see you there, David. Don't talk about your sister like that.
What, like you were?
You think you've got it bad? I grew up with 3 older sisters. My dad not being around, it was no picnic sometimes being the only lad.
How did you cope?
I didn't. My granddad had a saying, women, can't live with them, can't push them down the stairs.
Hey! Excuse me, women in the room?
Grandad wasn't the PC type.
Good on him.
Well, just for that, you two can empty the car.
What did your last slave die of?
A severe beating, now go on.
There's no point in arguing with her when you see those frown lines between her eyes.
They're laughter lines.
Nothing's that funny.
You got you there, Mum.
Oh, hey!
I only took geography because I thought it were like an easy touch, you know, like drawing maps and that. It's dead hard.
So you'll not be a weatherman? Big deal.
You still doing your creepy serial killer thing?
My thesis is not just about that, you know.
Still pretty weird.
Look, son, I know how difficult it must be for you, me coming into your mum's life after... Whoa! No, don't worry, nothing
I
broken.
can do it.
I'd like us to be friends, David.
Yeah, well, I prefer friends my own age, thanks.
You and me may have got off on the wrong foot, and probably I should have been a bit more, well, patient with you. Got a bit of a temper myself. I know at your age it must seem like you're losing your mum or something.
Should we just get this done, eh?
Sure. That's just about it. Go! God!
I didn't see his hand there, Mum. Honest, it were an accident, I swear.
David, get some ice, quick!
Wasn't his fault, Gail.
David!
Up to you.
Oh, Phil, can you move it?
Put it this way, I may as well cancel those castanet lessons.
Just when I thought of taking up flamenco.
I'm looking at least 2 weeks off work.
Well, I never thought of that. Will you get paid?
Well, I'm self-employed, so... Would you pay for a cancelled reflexology session?
I guess not.
Pretty much stuffed.
Well, have all your meals here. Talking of which...
There's some good charity shops around here, if you want to get yourself some new clothes. But I can see you already know that.
Don't push it, sunshine.
Hey, Jason, listen. If you don't get back to me before 6, then you just forget I exist.
You seen his hand?
David, I've got too much going on in my head at the moment, okay?
Sarah, will you peel some potatoes, please?
David, will you do it, please? I'm too upset.
Yeah, and I'm too upset over Phil's hand.
Oh, this is sexist! Hey!
I don't know if I'll ever get over it.
So, Gail looking after you all right?
Oh, aye. She's making my tea. This is my aperitif.
Oh, this is my aperitif. My best set. Not the plastic ones that I use for work. Are you sure you're not a victim of domestic violence? I mean, looks like she could have a vicious streak, that Gail.
My own stupid fault, unfortunately. Eileen, there's something different about you tonight.
My new teeth. It's not that I'm wearing a new top, do, nails, Botox, joke.
I nearly keeled over when I came in, the amount of perfume you're wearing.
I'm joking.
I am,
Oh, you're hilarious.
as ever.
So, trapped your own hand in the door, did you?
Like you do.
No one else involved?
Well, David might have been in the proximity.
You're joking.
Anyway, he's a lucky fella.
David Platt. You're letting him get away with murder. Are you that desperate to stay with Gail?
The world is full of angry lads. I was one myself once. That lad doesn't know how lucky he is having that woman doting over him. Anyway, you don't want to hear about my sorry upbringing. Who is the lucky man?
Brad Pitt. Filming his new Hollywood epic on Inkerman Street. I walk by with 2 pints of milk. Says I'm the woman of his dreams. Drops Angelina like a hot potato. It's taking me to the bingo.
The old 2 pints of milk routine, eh?
Gold top. Works every time.
What's happened to your hand, Phil? You all right?
Never mind his hand. Can you not read or something? Did your mum never give you books?
Doubtful.
I've just come.
You're not welcome in this house.
Could you two go and talk on the doorstep, please, or round at Eileen?
I'm not going anywhere with him.
Seems like you've had a wasted journey, Jason. Goodbye.
I've just come to give you these. Look, do you mind if I just go and
Oh,
talk?
why don't you just please yourself? Everybody else in this house does. Why did you let him in?
What? Pillock. Jason.
What do you think you're playing at?
Sarah, I've been working.
Oh, and you've never made a personal call from work in your life, eh?
Yeah, and I've been busy.
I've been going out of my mind. Well, go on then.
What?
Apologise.
I'm sorry.
Like you mean it.
I do mean
Well,
it.
then say it like you mean it.
I'm sorry. All right.
How do I know what you get up to when you're in work, eh? Who you seeing? I bet you get up to all sorts, eh?
Just listen.
No, you listen. When I send you a text message, all you have to do is send me a kiss back if you're busy, and that's an X if you didn't know. It's not too much to ask for, is it? I bet you never ignored Vile Violet's text, eh? I bet she sent you big, long, fancy words that you didn't even understand.
Do you know what?
Silly bitch.
Hey.
Oh, you're very quick to defend her, aren't you?
Yeah, well, she's not okay.
Oh, and I am. Is that what you're trying to say to me?
You're off your head, do you know
Yeah,
that?
well, I must be going out with you. Taking sloppy seconds of that silly slapper. See her strutting around like she thinks she's it with her nose in the air.
She's not a snob and she doesn't think she's it. And if anyone's got a reputation round here, they knew who had the kid when they were still at school.
Get out.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, go on, go back to her.
Yeah, I might just do that.
Yeah, if she'll have you.
I don't know what I even saw in you, you bunny boiling freak.
OK, that's enough. Come on.
Jason, I think you
Cheap
better...
sex whinging gob. That's all you are.
I think you've said enough.
I mean, come in between me and the woman I love. The woman I'm mad for. You mean nothing, Sarah Lou. Jamie, legs from heaven, personality from hell. I'm not surprised our Todd turned to fellas if we got this amount of stick from you.
Morning.
You planning on leaving the country?
Staying with me, Dad. Picking me up after school.
You never mentioned it to me, David.
Well, I'm telling you now.
You should have said something to your mum.
Just 'cause you're sitting in that chair, don't make you him. You can't tell me anything.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologise.
I just don't know what's going on inside that head of his anymore.
If it's any consolation, he probably doesn't either.
Well, it's just not good enough, I'm afraid.
What are you doing?
I'm going to find out what's going on.
I don't think David was lying.
Well, we'll soon see, won't we?
Maybe you should trust him.
Trust is earned. David? Why aren't you at school?
Why have you been checking up on me?
David.
Dad told me you rang him. You made me look stupid.
Well, if you did, it's your fault. You lied to him. You told him you'd spoken to me.
You're saying I can't go?
I never said
Well,
that.
then what's the problem?
Let your mother finish.
You can still visit your dad. But while you live under my roof, there have to be rules, and one of them is that you don't lie to me.
Then stop checking up on me.
I think you should apologise to your mum, and I think you should mean it.
Sorry, I can't do that. I ain't supposed to lie, remember? See you Sunday.
God help you if you went bananas in those days. I wouldn't fancy getting strapped into that.
When you said museum, I did rather think old paintings and furniture.
I did tell you it had a difference.
Not come much difference than mental hospital museums.
It's a highly respected institution. Academics come from all over to do their research here.
That may be so, but I can think of better ways of spending a Sunday than looking at padded cells and Victorian straitjackets.
I'm sorry. Is it pressing old buttons?
It's giving me the creeps, I do know that.
I should have come on. Come on, let's go.
Do you really find all this interesting?
The human brain is the most fascinating thing there is.
The disturbed human brain, you mean?
Okay, but it's how we cure it. We still haven't got a clue. We can put a man on the moon, but if someone goes doolally, we lock them up and restrain them like we always did. Except today, we do it with drugs.
So, what do psychiatrists do? I mean, we didn't have them back then, did we? I thought we understood it all more now.
We understand some things more. We can help people change their behaviour with various kinds of therapies. But if someone has a serious mental illness, is a danger to themselves and others, we're still pretty helpless.
Is this what your dissertation's about?
In part. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Shakespeare. The answer was no then. Still no. Anyway, you've had enough. Come on.
No, hold your horses. It might be more interesting than I thought.
So, I might have a convert to the cause.
Wouldn't go that far.
How far would you go? But you enjoyed your surprise in the end.
It was a pleasant enough day out, I suppose.
Day's not over yet.
You're home early? I said, you're home early.
Sorry to spoil the party.
You're not spoiling anything.
Is there any dinner left?
No, we ate out. Didn't Martin feed you?
We just had a sandwich. They won't eat until tea time.
So why didn't you stay?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Is everything all right there?
Yeah. I just make myself something to eat.
So what did you do this weekend?
This and that.
David, are you sure everything's okay?
Yeah. Why do you keep asking?
Because you don't normally come back till late and you're full of life when you do.
Well, there's no wrong with them. They're as happy as Larry.
And what does that mean? David, what's going on?
Having a baby, aren't they? Is this all the bread we've got?
How long have they known?
Couple of weeks.
Didn't waste much time, did they? Was it planned?
I don't even want to go there. Thanks.
Is that why you came back early?
No.
Well, I mean, if they were all cosy together and you felt left out, doesn't mean he'll stop caring for you, you know. You'll still be the most important thing in his life.
Don't make me laugh. I didn't see him for dust when he got Katie up the spout.
No, that's not true.
You even had a go at him yourself over it.
I'm sure he'll bend over backwards to make you feel welcome.
He's got a new life now. What does he want me for?
You're his firstborn, David. You'll always be important.
Who asked you?
You're not the first to go through a thing like this.
Oh, great. I feel better already.
Phil's only trying to help.
Well, I don't want his help. I just want to live in a normal family like I used to. I just get in the way now. Why don't I just jump under a tram? Then at least all you lot can live happily ever after without me.
David!
I'm not lying there. I'm just making some soup. You want any help? It's fun. Try it. Carrots first, then onions. I'll get the pan. Do you like cooking?
No.
I find it quite therapeutic.
What don't you find therapeutic?
Lots of things. Getting up in the morning, sitting in traffic. Getting my fingers caught in car doors. Careful. You'll have a nasty accident.
What I did to you were no accident.
Oh, I know. It's good to get your own back. Does that make us all square?
Well, I don't know, does it?
How about I get you one ahead?
What, and let me break your arm?
I'll tell your mum what happened that day I pinned you against the wall. For which I apologise, by the way.
And what would that get me?
She'll know you were telling the truth all along, and I'll get it in the neck. You can't lose.
And then we bury the hatchet and become big buddies.
Life's not as simple as that, but we can't go on like this.
I haven't even started on you.
Happy birthday, Mummy. Love always, Beth. Mwah, thank you. Oh, look, she wrote it herself as well.
Yeah, well, I wrote mine myself and all.
Ooh, let's have a look, shall we? To my one love, love always, Jay.
Happy birthday, babe. But you can't have your present till later.
Oh, you meanie.
Are you sure you don't mind us all going out together tonight?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
There's some more cards, Mummy.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Oh, where's this one from? Don't recognise the writing. Let's have a look. Well, it's not Martin's usual style.
What does it say?
To Sarah, I still think of you as my daughter. Weren't we a wonderful family until your mother insisted on spoiling everything? Happy birthday. Love, Richard.
Catch the fish.
Well done, Kev.
So shall I just put it on mantelpiece with others?
Just bin it, will you?
I know you're upset, but I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Something on the card will tell you who sent it.
I said bin it, or burn it, whatever. Just get it out of my sight. Beth, sorry, sweetheart. I'm just a bit upset.
I can't believe anybody would send such a card.
It's someone's idea of a joke, a sick joke.
But who would do such a thing?
Yeah, well, I can think of one person.
Well, don't look at me.
Excuse me, the way you've been acting lately.
No. This one's mine, look. My handwriting. Go on, open it.
No, I don't want to.
Right, well, I will then. I won't spoil the joke. You can read that later. But there you go. Happy birthday from David. That's me. Not Richard, David.
Yeah, OK, you've made your point.
Could it be a friend of yours, Sarah?
No.
Or a friend you've maybe fallen out with?
None of my friends. Unless.
Who? What?
Well, I can think of one person that hates me.
Oh, no way. Violet's not like that. You know, she's not malicious.
Well, whoever sent that card isn't just malicious, they're twisted.
Yeah, well, whoever it was, he ruined my birthday.
Hey, come on.
No, I mean it. Cancel the restaurant. I'm not going.
Sarah, wait, please.
OK, but I'll bet it's someone close to home.
Don't doubt it.
No? My God, even I'm a suspect.
No. But if you're drawing up a list, you've got to put Eileen Grimshaw somewhere near the top of it.
Eileen.
Quite the practical joker is our Eileen.
No.
Is it because
So you need all this stuff. How long are you going for? 6 months? You're not having Bethany all that time.
Oh, shut up, Mum. I've got another bag upstairs.
You're kidding. The plane will capsize. Surely all you need is a couple of bikinis and a pair of espadrilles.
Oh, right. So what am I supposed to wear at the evening then? Just a couple of beer mats and a piece of string?
David, come and sit on this with us, will you?
Why?
Now, you've got your passport, money and tickets.
What, you need a passport to go to Cyprus?
Yes, of course you do.
Oh, I'm only joking. Right. Out.
First holiday away together, it's make or break time.
So speaks the relationship expert over there.
Jason's cutting it a bit fine, isn't he?
We need to get going.
You taking him to airport?
We are. Your mum mooted a car boot sale. I just didn't fancy him.
Yeah, you want to be careful there, pal.
Well, you've got a funny history with car boots, haven't you?
Ready? Yeah?
Your son's making hilarious jokes about the day he trapped my hand in the car boot.
He's not. You've not.
No, he hasn't. Just my own pathetic attempt at humour.
Well, I don't think it's very funny.
Neither do I. I'll get this.
Hey, I bet it...
Do this. I thought I could. I gave it my best shot, but you know...
Watch her.
Where's my mum?
Swapped her for some reward points. She just nipped over to Deb's to get a bottle of wine to go with tea. The why she didn't think to get it at the supermarket.
See you later, then.
Oh, I got you something from the supermarket.
Westlife?
Yeah.
Do you seriously think that I'd listen to this?
Your mum said.
I liked one of their songs like about a zillion years ago. What do you think I am, a kid?
Well, if you're going to behave like that all the time, what else am I supposed to think?
Stop shouting at me.
Get down here, you cheeky lot.
Go on, then. Say it.
Get down here and pick that up.
Make me. Get off me, you freak!
Come here, you ungrateful little slut.
What are you doing?
Shall I close it, eh? Give you a taste of your own medicine, should I? Should I slam it on your fingers? Break them, eh? Would you like that? You ugly...
No, please don't, Phil, please.
You think you're so important, don't you, David? Well, you want to know something, son? I said, do you want to know something, son?
What?
You're not.
What's happened?
Put it this way, he's not a big fan of Westlife.
You don't have to hide it from me.
I wasn't.
I'll have to send you one.
Well, if he doesn't, I'll make do with a bunch of flowers instead.
Flowers are dearer than cards.
Oh, been pricing them up, have you? For your mature older lady?
You what?
Keith told me you're seeing someone. Josephine.
Joe, I'm walking a dog.
Well, at least you have a love of animals in common. It's the start.
She gives me a couple of quid to run a dog round the wreck. I'm going there now.
Before school?
Yeah, there's lots of time. If this is Lover Boy, I'll let him in. See you later.
Bye, love.
Hi.
She's in there writing you a sloppy Valentine.
He's in a good mood. Almost smiled at me.
Ones will never cease. Were they for me?
Who else?
They're lovely.
So are you.
Thank you.
Love.
Oh, it'll be from David.
Oh, come on.
No, he can do some really nice things sometimes.
What's the matter?
It's another one, like Sarah's. My heart is still yours. It's addressed to Mrs. Gail Hillman.
Let me see.
I'm going to work.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm going. This is rubbish. It's someone's idea of a joke. Well, they can carry on. They can send as many as they like. I'm not taking any notice.
I think that's a good idea. Happy now?
I didn't send it.
I know you didn't.
You hope I didn't, but you're not sure.
I am.
Why? All along my interest has been in Richard Hillman. He was the head turner, not you.
Why are you saying this?
Because that's what other people will say.
Who?
David, Sarah, your mother, anyone you care to tell.
David might make some snide remark, but nobody else will.
You're very trusting.
I am not going to let Richard Hillman ruin my life. I'm not even going to let him ruin Valentine's Day.
Look, I've got an appointment in Munton. Got to be there by 11. If you need me, phone.
He's not going to send another card.
He hasn't sent any. He's dead.
I know. I'll see you later.
Lloyd said scrap the egg and mayo.
I hope he's not making a nuisance of himself.
A trolley dolly with a heart of gold. I'd make a nuisance of myself.
I know, but, well, earning a bit of extra cash here and there, it's really brought him out of himself. I'd hate him to blow it by mooning too much over her.
Has it occurred to you she might enjoy it? David's not a bad-looking lad. What woman wouldn't want him hanging on their every word? Be Chinese whispers. Probably found a spliff on an ashtray and...
And they've sent half the force to check it's not a menthol cigarette. He's been in and out of that flat, with Joe, without Joe. If there's half as much stuff in there as they're saying, then David must have known about it, mustn't he?
Well, it's all about choices, isn't it?
It's not like him not to have his phone on.
He'll be out with his pals after footy. He'll have lost track of time. Stop scaring yourself.
That Joe was no amateur. I mean, what else has she been into?
Gail!
The place was raided. I mean, what if she thinks there was a tip-off? What if she thinks David's to blame?
Your imagination's working overtime.
Then why isn't he home? And why isn't he answering the phone? What's happened at Joe's?
What's going on? I've seen all the police.
Have they seen you?
No, why?
Because they might want to ask you a few questions. Like, have you been taking cannabis?
Me?
Is walking the dog the new slang for getting high?
Now get lost. Weed is for the divs who don't get washed. I've never touched the stuff in my life.
So what's she paying you for?
For walking a dog? Duh.
David!
Yeah, well, I don't know what she's talking about.
Cannabis plants. Hundreds of them.
Joe.
Jack said the stuff was in the bedroom.
And he's been there sometimes on his own.
Oh, so he must have had a good snoop round. What kind of perv do you think I am? All I did, Mum, was open the door, take the dog out the hall, walk him, and put him back in again. Snidey cow, she still owes me for this week and all.
Sounds like she's got everybody fooled.
Yeah, everyone except me mum. Everyone's a criminal in her eyes.
That's not true.
Yeah, well, you don't believe me?
I do.
All right, then. How about we go down to the cop shop, I'll give him the keys and tell him everything I know. Which is nothing.
Tomorrow.
Why wait?
I think we should speak to a solicitor.
Thanks a lot, Mum. Only guilty people need solicitors.
Just to be on the safe side. I'm trying to protect him.
He's got a point. Turning up with a brief could look fishy.
Thousands of pounds worth of drugs found in a flat and he's got the key. Don't you think that sounds fishy?
In two places at once.
Don't get smart, David.
It's an inset day. Teacher training.
You must think I was born yesterday.
Well, let's take a look at the calendar, shall we? Nope, there's no sign of Phil's birthday, but Friday the 10th of March, inset day. Take a look for yourself if you don't believe me. No need to apologise, Phil. I'm used to it by now.
You're not going to make any noise, are you?
As soon as I've had something to eat, I'm going back out again.
Thrill a minute, as usual. Is David in?
No.
Back on your thesis?
Thought I'd do a couple of hours while I had the house to myself. How would beans on toast grab you?
Good. You don't have to hide it from me, you know.
I wasn't. I'm glad of the excuse of a break.
Never get it finished at the rate you're going.
I'm on the home straight now. I'm hoping to have it done by Easter. What is it?
Who is it, Phil? Why are they bringing up the past like this?
You don't think I'm anything to do with all this, do you?
Why would I think that?
I don't know. The way you were looking at my laptop.
It reminded me of Richard. He used to work there all the time.
Look, who knows this is the anniversary of his death?
Anyone could find that out.
If the signature's as close to the real thing as you say it is...
You don't think it is the real thing, do you?
This is not a message from the other side. It's a message from an attention-seeking teenager.
Why would David want to drag up the past like that?
Well, when he comes home, we can ask him.
He's as shocked as we are.
Is he still trying to make out it's me?
Who else could forge his signature?
Anyone who had a document with his name on it. Anyone who ever did business with him.
In fact, anyone in this house?
Just tell us the truth, David. Is it some kind of daft joke?
I was tied up
gagged, and driven into a canal. I still have nightmares about that now. My mum nearly had a nervous breakdown over it. Why would I think that was funny?
He wouldn't do it. It's too raw. David, I didn't know you had nightmares.
Are you happy now you've got that out of me, Phil? Because you're fascinated by all this, aren't you? You might still get another chapter for your never-ending essay out of it.
Oh, now, come on, David.
What's it called, Phil? The Haunting of Hillman. How families crack under pressure.
David, stop it. Phil was only asking.
He wasn't asking, Mum. He was accusing, and I'm sick to death of being blamed for everything in this house. I'm leaving. I'm going to my dad's, and you can't stop me.
It's your dad.
What have you been saying to him?
Well, I thought somebody better warn him you're on your way.
Hello? Yeah, well, I'll come with you. Dad, I don't want to come Sunday. I want to come now. Oh, forget it.
David,
What?
if you're not leaving home, take your bag up there.
Mum, he's trying to drive me out.
No, I'm not.
I'm not in. I don't want to talk to him.
Only me. Hi, Mum. Perfect timing.
Hi, Gran.
Be with you in a minute, Audrey.
It's all right, don't get up.
You all right, Mum?
Look at this.
To the best mother-in-law in the world. Love, Richard.
Push through the door. Deliver by hand. We can't ignore it anymore, Gail. I think we should go to the police. Gail?
No. That's what they want. And I'm not going to let them win. It's just a stupid joke.
You don't know that. There are lots of crazy people out there. You should know that more than anybody.
If we ignore it, they'll soon stop.
How can we ignore it?
Like that.
Well, that might work for you. It's not going to stop me having sleepless nights.
Look, we survived Richard, we can survive this. Now, can we please stop talking about this and have a nice Sunday lunch?
Something smells nice. What were you two talking about?
I was just telling Gail that there are a lot of nutters out there.
Well, yes, I suppose there are.
Yeah, and we have to be very careful.
We do.
You know, I once nearly lost my family to a man that we welcomed into our home and then who suddenly turned on us. I don't want that happening again.
Are you trying to say something on
Just take no notice. Ma'am, will you take this to the table, please?
Let me help.
David, turn the telly off. We're not waiting for Sarah. Come to the table.
Have I done something to upset you?
I don't know, have you?
Please, ma'am, I invited you around for a family Sunday lunch. Phil, your card?
With pleasure.
Right. This is nice.
I'm sorry about...
Scream!
It'll get worse before it gets better.
You're taking it much better than I expected, love.
No, I haven't, honest. It's just, it's not top of my list of worries at the moment.
Well, I don't want you worrying about me. No, I mean it, Gail.
You got a card.
Oh, well, we both know who sent it, don't we?
Oh, no.
Well, who else did?
It's not Phil.
Oh, look, you've been hurt once.
And what do you think you're doing now?
Hi, Audrey.
Yeah, hi.
Sorry, I can't stop.
Don't forget you're coming round for dinner tonight.
I'd best get back, love. Bye. See you.
You couldn't pick up some shopping for me, could you? Drop it off.
Of course.
I do it myself, but...
No problem.
Got a meeting.
What's Audrey been saying about me now?
Phil,
If your mum's got a problem with
She
me,
has-
I'm not imagining it, Gail.
it's got nothing to do with you. It's just this engagement business with Sarah is driving us mad. We just caught her at a bad moment, that's all.
You know, you can't talk to me.
I'll see you later.
I was just dropping off some shopping for your mum. How was school?
Same as always. Can I get in?
Sorry. Is everything okay with your gran? I saw her earlier on with your mum. Seemed to be some kind of problem. Has something happened?
Has she not told you?
Told me what?
Forget it.
David,
You should talk to me mum.
I'm asking you. Please.
Gran got a card.
When?
Yesterday. She's really upset about it. Don't say I told you, right?
Of course. David. Thanks.
Whatever.
Sorry, I got held up.
It's not a problem.
Looks great.
Help yourself to some wine.
Congratulations, Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
It's very cheap.
David.
At least Gran likes my ring.
Not now, please.
How is your gran?
Still a bit upset.
Sarah?
I know about the card.
I told him, okay?
What's going on?
You spoke to David behind my back.
We just got chatting.
No, we didn't. You asked me.
What do you think you're playing at?
I've a right to know.
Why?
Keep out of this.
Don't speak to him like that.
None of this would have happened if you hadn't lied to me.
Are you thick or something? She's not going to tell you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Can we just forget this? Please?
You think I sent the card?
I'll, get the building.
Gail?
Corey.
Enough to eat. We need to clear the air.
I don't. I'm gonna go to Jason's. I'll check on Beth.
No wonder Sarah's annoyed. We're getting nowhere with this.
I'm trying to feed my family.
I'll have some, mum.
You can stuff us till we burst. It'll not make things better.
I spent a long time on this.
It's a pie, Gail. It'll keep.
So will fights and arguments.
I've no intention of fighting. I want you to be honest with me.
I'll be honest with you. I want some pie.
Is that too much to ask?
We'll finish eating, clear the table, wash up.
And then you'll find another excuse.
I'll get the custard.
Okay. Let's finish these and go.
Right, I'm off. Beth's asleep, so...
What time will you be back?
I don't know, later.
Stay and finish your meal.
I'm going.
Talk to me, Gail.
Drop it, Phil. Leave it.
No, I want to sort this out.
Look, you didn't send those cards. Fine. You didn't send them, I didn't send them. Somebody else sent them.
Not me.
No. Not you.
You don't believe me, though, do you? You still think I did it?
I don't.
Look me in the eye and say that.
I've said all I'm going to say.
You're shaking.
You're standing over me!
Leave her alone. She's all right.
She's a nervous wreck. Audra's been saying things, hasn't she?
No.
You should talk to me, not her.
She's my mother.
And that means she can't tell lies.
She's not lying.
I knew she was trying to turn you against me. What's she been saying?
Nothing.
But you think it was me?
We all do.
Right. Why? Why would I do it? Why would I bother? What have I got to gain?
I don't know.
But you're still convinced I did it.
I am.
Why?
Because we know what you like. And it's not hard, is it, sticking a few cards in the post? They don't cost much and you can afford the stamps.
How would I know when to send them? How would I know the date of Sarah's birthday?
Well, because you were just talking about it.
Maybe, but I forgot it. It meant nothing to me. A Mother's Day's a national celebration. Anybody could have sent a card for that.
Which doesn't mean to say that you didn't.
How would I find a sample of Richard Hillman's handwriting? I don't know how he signs his name.
Yeah, you do. You studied him. The police helped you.
They gave you all the documents that you asked for.
They didn't.
You're into serial killers. You're doing a thesis. There's nothing about him that you don't know.
Tell him he's talking rubbish.
Get your hand off her.
I'm not hurting her.
Leave my mother alone.
Don't you raise your voice to me.
David, it's all right.
I told you to get your hand off her.
And I told you to keep your nose out of things that don't concern you.
Or what? You lit me?
Yeah. Ah, well.
Stop it! Leave him alone!
Satisfied? One more word out of him and I'll...
You leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
David proposed to me. He's done it before.
I don't want to hear any of this.
You need to. He's far from innocent.
He didn't hit you. You went for him. You're the one who can't control himself.
He's a liar. He's unhinged.
That's rich coming from you.
You knocked me hollow, David. You've got all my problems and more. You need help.
There's nothing wrong with him.
He enjoys inflicting pain. He slammed the card boot lid on my hand. He could have crippled me.
You slammed me up against that wall. You could have killed me.
I never touched you. He's making all this up to turn you against me.
Oh, listen to him.
Get out of my house. You're a liar. And you're violent. And I believed you over my own son. And the keys. I'll never believe another word you say.
Gail.
Get out.
In there all night making a show of yourself.
I want to see Gail.
You've done enough damage.
You don't know what happened.
I do. She phoned me. She could hardly speak.
Gail!
Oh,
Gail!
there's a pub full of people down there. They've known my daughter for years. They know what she's been through. And if you don't sling your hook like now, I'm going to fetch the men and they can sort you out.
I've got to talk to you.
You have not. Oh, come on.
Gail!
Come on.
Gail!
You can stand there till you drop. You're not coming in. Get in, Sarah. Yes.
Oh, Mum.
Here, come on. Drink this.
I can't look after my own family.
Oh, of course you can.
David, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Everything I do is wrong.
Oh, take no notice. She'll be all right in a minute.
I'll never be right. Look at me.
Mum, you're fine. You got rid of him, didn't you?
You threw him out.
I brought him into this house. You knew straight away what he was like. I wouldn't listen. How many times did you tell me?
He fooled you.
Like Richard. I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
Darn it, you made a mistake, that's all.
No, it's not. I never learn. I deserve everything I get.